is in my heart, so I'll sleep on the ground, 'cause I just can't figure it out. I'm all alone with no friends, but boy, I ain't been lonely. I've been down to the river, and I saw a ghost sitting in the train car. He said he too was lost, just like us all. Well, if we don't hop this train, we will die and turn into dust, hoping that our ghostly friends will guide our youth. I said, what do we do? And he said, here's what I got for you.
Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of Vagrant Song, where we are in our third episode, and we're probably going to get through this scenario here. I may go on to the next one. This doesn't seem to be getting a lot of traction with people, so to enjoy the spirit of Halloween, I may move on to something else, even though I think this is a great game. I'll leave it up to you. I'm going to start this video off by saying, if you're watching and you have an opinion, this Cthulhu Death May Die Season 3 or A Touch of Evil. You tell me, I'll get it to the table. I got all three, and I'm willing to do any of those. But let's continue with this one right now. Now, we were closing in on the end of this, but we're going to get some things done. So the first thing we're going to do is, I do want to get this done. We're a couple away from breaking the haint. So we're going to get that done this turn, I believe. But we're going to start with a songsmith. And by the way, yes, I made a number of mistakes last episode trying to learn the game a little bit more. I hadn't played. This was my first play session, which I've said. So, you learn as you go. And sometimes I like to do it this way. Sometimes I like to have a lot of experience with the game. And even then you make a few mistakes. But I had not played this before. I do like it, however. Okay, so we're going to go with the songsmith. And we're going to take all three of the songsmith's token and try and investigate that space we're in. We're going to do that. I think that's the right answer. So we're going to put all three into that space. Now he's wounded, so's the runaway, but we're both healthy enough where we can take a hit or two and still be okay and get through this and defeat the haint. So we're going to do that. I didn't show it. I showed it off camera. Well, it's right there, but I put all three on there so we can get a decent roll this time. Now the problem with that is, if I put one, then we have a target of 3, but that hasn't been working out for me. So I'm going to go all out this time. All 3 tokens. I have 2 apples and some salt. Oh wait, with the salt though, we can get rid of, I think we're going to get rid of one of these things. We're going to get rid of the spooked condition, which means that if we're in range 2, we take damage. We can get rid of that with the salt, and we're going to do that right now. So the salt will go out here, and we'll get rid of the spooked condition. And then we're going to roll 3 dice to see if we can investigate that space and get that token number 6 objective out of the way. Let's see. Oh, I cannot believe this. This guy is epic failure. I rolled 3 dice and I could not roll a 4+. So we're not going to get that objective. Whatever, I hope it's not very valuable, because I've tried and tried and tried and have failed miserably. And now the haint's going to go. This shows that, man, God, I swear. It's really weird because I've rolled extremely well to Revivalists. It's almost like I'm playing as different people. Really badly as a songsmith, and kind of down the middle with the runaway. But anyway, we're going to go with the haint now. The haint's going to go, the turn faces. And it drew an apple. That's going to be something pretty specific or significant, I imagine. Let's take a look at the apple. Uphill ride and a slow goodbye. Vagrants in the same train car move 3 towards the round side. That's not great, actually. And lose 3 humanity. Wow, that is really not good. Okay. It doesn't say if I run into anything bad happens. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And that puts the songsmith down to 7, the runaway down to 7, and the revivalist down to 1. Ugh, that hurts. And I don't think because the puppy was affected by that as well, that I would lose 6, that doesn't make a lot of sense, so we're going to leave it like that. I don't think that would be the case. Well, that's that. I think we're going to have to go finish this up. I don't think we're going to get that objective, whatever it was. So I think we're going to go with the runaway. We're going to do, we could do who's a good boy, move the pup 8 spaces towards you, or towards you, for each success, any haint or vagrant move through. Well, that's not going to do any good. So I think what we're going to do is, we're going to go with the runaway. She's going to move, she can move 3. She can get right to him, and then she's going to try to punch him twice. Not going to get him all the way there, but unless she rolls some 6s, but that'll work. So I've done her stuff. Got 2 tokens on attack, her bop or whatever it's called, and 3 on movement. Now I was thinking about putting down the candle. She has a candle. I think I could put it right here. That would be interesting. Might get the Hank to move there. Okay, and then she's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to roll 2 dice. She needs a 3, right? A 5 plus. She'll probably do better than the runaway to see if we can get a couple more points on this guy. Let's see what we get. A 5 and a 3, so we got 1 hit on him. That means his humanity goes up 1. That's okay. Not the end of the world. I thought this would be over this round. I really did. It's not going to be. Okay, but we're going to go with the Haint again now. So she did her turn. Our actions are going really fast on this. Let's see what we can do. A candle. We've had a candle come out before. Let's see what the candle does. It's going to do move 1. It says target vagrant loses 2 humanity. If this wounds the vagrant gains the shakes. Well, oh wait, you know what? She has to take 2 humanity. She's down to 5 because she does have spooked. But this is the shake. She's already got the shake, so that's not going to hurt her. She is the closest one, so she's going to take... It can move 3. Oh wait, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, and then not be able to do that. The attack. The target loses 2 humanity because it's only 1 range, and we are not within 1. So the candle is going to come off the board and go here. And the Haint will go right there and then failed in that attack. So what do we got? We got the revivals. We're going to do this, I think. We're within range. We're not within range. So we're going to have to move 1. Oh, okay, we're going to do 1 move, and then we're going to spend these 2 on soothing him. If you roll any doubles for this action, gain 2 humanity. It's doubles, not 6s. Sorry. Then for each success, target gains 1 humanity. We just need to get 2 humanity and see if we can pull that off. So yeah, let's see if we can do that. Okay, so we're going to move 1. We're not going to get any closer than that. We don't need to. Just to want to get in range 2. And then we're going to have to roll 4s. And for each one we roll, if we get 2, we did it. Oh, 5 and a 6, so we're going to roll again. And a 5, that's doubles. 2 humanity for himself because he's at 1. And then we're going to break the Haint for the last time. And we win the scenario. Let me go see what happens then. Okay, it says for victory, we're going to read Memory 28, and we were victorious. Now, the memories are actually in this book. So, these moments, rather. So, we're going to read moment 28 and see what happens with this scenario. Okay, moment 28. Here we go. After a moment, standing in silence, they each relaxed their shoulders and let out a sigh of relief. One by one, the turned faces begin to slowly vanish out of sight. You can feel the burdens lift from their shoulders. But yours are only the beginning. If all 3 rituals were complete and there were no vagabonds who became westbound during the scenario, gain the cold shoulder milepost. Okay, we did get that. After camp phase, continue to the next scenario. Page 5 on the scenario book. Okay, so we gain now in the back here, there is these things, and I'll mark it with a pencil, but the first one is cold shoulder, so we did get that. And then we're going to move on to the camp phase. Camp phase, we get to spend coins to do things, and we'll go through that, I think, and then I'll end this and decide what we're going to do. I think I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to something else, so I'll just let you tell me what you think you want that to be. But we'll finish this up with the camp phase. Anyway, since we're not going to continue with the scenarios, and I may do that on my own, I may come back to it sometime later, we're just going to talk through the camp phase and what you would normally do. So you're either going to have victory or defeat, and we're going to do this in order. We're going to tear down, restore humanity. We did that. Then we're going to clean up the scenario. We're going to do that in a minute. Then we spend coins. Now, we got coins from these rewards. We got 1 coin to use during the camp phase here, 1 coin here, and 1 coin here. So it's 3 additional coins plus the coins that we have with our character. Now what we can do is spend these. We can acquire junk. First off, we're going to acquire skills. Then we're going to heal wounds, which we have to do. So that's 2 coins because we have 2 wounds. We can do some rummaging to be prepared for next round. We can draw a different junk or exchange our junk. 3 acquire junk for 3, perform a seance, which is 1 per vagrant. That would be 3, and bank coins. Well, we start off with 9. We know that we have 9 plus 3, so we have 12 that we would get to spend. Then we're going to save our game. We're going to manage up get our characters already together. We're going to witness the in between, and then we're going to start the next scenario. So that's how that would go. But again, I think based on how people are watching this. I believe we're going to move on. I think it might be more fun to do something else. And I want to get a couple of the games to the table for the Halloween season. Now, Vagrant Song is a great game. I think you probably saw how I played enough, even though I made some mistakes. I think you get the idea. I like boss battlers a lot. Kingdom Death Monster is one of my favorites. And I play it rather frequently with people, so I like those style of games. This is definitely one of those, and I will continue to play it now that I've experienced it. But I do think that for the purposes of the channel, it might be more interesting to see something else. So I'm going to leave it to you. I'm going to get this up as quickly as possible. I will leave it to you so you can tell me what you might want to see on the table. So the choices are Cthulhu, Death May Die, the new season. I could play against Ithaca even, which would be really interesting. Or I can get a touch of evil to the table. That might be a lot of fun as well. And I mentioned, what was the other one I mentioned at the beginning? Well, there's that one too. So if you can remember, then you tell me what you want me to play. And if there's some other ideas you have, and I have those games, I will get them out. That'd be a lot of fun. The point to this is just to enjoy some spooky games for Halloween and show you what spooky games are out there to play. There's usually a few. There's not that many that are like really have the feel of something horrific. Most of them, like Horrified, those are great games and they're great to bust out for the Halloween season. But they're not, the original 2 are not really. They're not like, they don't have a scary feel to them. They're more like movie-ish, cartoonish. Like I have the Scooby-Doo game that's cute and funny and all that stuff. But some of these other have a thematic feel to them that's really dark and like horrific. So that's kind of where I'd like to go. So keep that in mind when you're recommending or suggesting games that I might have that I can bring to the table and play for this season. Thanks, take care, and we're going to get something right back to the table very soon. Bye-bye.